Hello friends, today we'll talk about anti-defection law, which is 10th schedule of the constitution. What are its limitations and what is the way forward? So in order to get rid of Ayaram Gayaram politics and horse trading of MLAs, MPs, in 1985, the Rajiv Gandhi government brought a bill to amend the constitution and curb defection. So as the passage of the bill, it become a law and added as 10th schedule to the constitution. Now, what are its provisions? The first one is, if a member voluntarily gives up the membership of the party, he shall be disqualified. Voluntarily giving up the membership is not the same as resigning from the party. Even without resigning, a legislator can be disqualified if by his conduct, speaker or chairman of the concerned house draws a reasonable inference that the member has voluntarily given up the membership of his party. And the second provision is, if a legislator votes in the house against the directions of his party and his action is not condoned by his party, he can be disqualified. So in such circumstances, like when the whip is issued to remain present in the house and vote in favor of the bill presented by a member or minister, right? So in case a particular member disobeys the whip and vote against that particular bill, so he stands disqualified. However, there is an exception that was provided in the law, is that if there is a merger between two political parties and 2/3 of the members of a legislature party agree to the merger, they will not be disqualified. It means if a party has 90 legislators and out of 90, 60 or more than 60 members, or I would say MPs, more than 60 MPs or MLAs decides to merge themselves to another party, then their membership will remain. So they will not be disqualified from the house. Now comes judicial review. Constitutional courts cannot judicially review disqualification proceedings under the 10th schedule of the Constitution until the speaker or chairman makes a final decision on merits. It means till the time speaker makes a decision about the disqualification of a member, judicial review cannot be applied, right? So a case in point is a 28-year-old judgment of the Supreme Court in the Quixoto Holohan versus Jechilu and others has said that judicial review cannot be available at a stage prior to the making of a decision by the speaker or chairman, and a quiescent action would not be permissible. Critics suggest that 10th schedule should be amended with following provisions. So why critics are suggesting that 10th schedule should be amended? So in last few years, you have observed that numerous governments has been toppled, right, in Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Goa, and the recent case of Rajasthan, where there are still chances that the government can be toppled. So critics are saying that 10th schedule is no more valid to stop the defection. Defections are still taking place, and there are a lot of loopholes. So they are suggesting some provisions which need to be added to the existing law, and the law should be made more stringent. So these are some of the provisions suggested by critics. A disqualification petition must be mandatorily decided, irrespective of whether a legislator has resigned or not. So even if the legislator resigns or not, his disqualification petition must be decided, right? And the second one is, which is very important, that if one is disqualified by the speaker or chairman, he should be barred from any public office for next 5 years. So they may make it more stringent by adding more number of years, even for lifetime. So a person who stands disqualified should be barred from contesting the by-election. So why there is a need of by-election? Because you have seen people resign from their seat, right? And they leave their membership of the assembly and get plum post in return, right? So the persons which has disqualified or which is no more member of the house and which is taking loopholes of 10th schedule to his advantage should not be allowed to fight the by-election and even the next election. So these are some of the suggestions which need to be taken care and should be made this law more stringent. So that's all from my side. Thank you, friends. Thank you for watching this video. Please share this video with your friends, like this video and press the bell icon so that you can see more wonderful videos in coming days. Thank you, friends.